Hello everyone, welcome to this video. I am so happy to see you here. I hope you're doing well and feeling inspired. So today I wanted to talk to you about the power of decluttering and how decluttering can generate more prosperity in all areas of your life. So I wanted to answer to the following questions. What is clutter? And what is decluttering, right? Why is decluttering essential to us? What the decluttering has to do with prosperity and how the Ho'oponopono practice can help us to declutter and prosper. So I am sharing with you today a powerful Ho'oponopono and 5-step deep cleaning process that can really change your life. I hope you're gonna have the time to stay with me until the end of this video so you can learn this 5-step process. Very easy to do, but need to learn the details. Now, today you are going to learn how to apply the 10 Ho'oponopono tools that you have already learned in this channel to perform this deep cleaning. And in order to make this video easy, I separate a little bit of the information because to do a video with everything in it is going to be a little bit too long and might be a little bit stressful. So on our next Ho'oponopono video, we are going to have a follow-up with this deep cleaning. What is clutter? So clutter is when you have a lot of things together that are in an untidy state. It's in disorder, especially things that are not useful to you anymore or that they're not necessary. For example, all the clothes and shoes, books that you don't need anymore, broken dishes in the kitchen, broken appliances, or furniture that you don't use anymore, you don't like, or it is in a state of disrepair. So use the toys, decoration that you don't enjoy. So all this stuff can become clutter in your life, right? And this is especially problematic if this clutter is piled up in the middle of spaces, in your physical space, robbing you from that space, right? Now, you know, when you have books, papers in the corner of your living room, dishes and appliances piled up in the countertop, you know, when you open your closet and the stuff falls into you, right? So all of this is clutter, right? Because it is in the middle of your life. So clutter is something that has a stagnant energy. So declutter means to remove these things that you don't need anymore from this place in order to make this place a little bit more pleasant and useful, right? So you can separate your stuff, you give some stuff away, some of the stuff is broken and you put in the garbage. So to declutter means to perform a deep cleaning and organization in your physical space, your kitchen, bedrooms, living room, bathrooms, garage, and backyard, right? By removing all the unnecessary items. Now, to declutter your home, you start in the inside of this house first, right? Then you go to the garage, the backyard, the balcony, if you live in a building. But first you start from within the house, especially from the room that you use it the most and it is the most untidy. Are you enjoying this content? If you are, please remember to like and subscribe. You can really help me to grow this channel and more people can benefit from these ideas, right? Thank you so much for your help. So why is decluttering essential to us, right? Why is this essential? Well, because everything that is in this universe is made of energy, and that includes all the stuff we have in the house. So we are made of energy, our house is made of energy, and all the material stuff we have inside the house is also made of energy. And our material possessions, they hold our energy, right? So our clothes, shoes, books, furniture, so everything that belongs to us has a little bit of our energy in it, right? And it is this energy that can cause us some problems, because sometimes this energy becomes stagnant, right? So if you have clothes from a year ago, or even older than a year, and you don't use them, they are holding on the energy that you had a year ago or longer, right? The old energy. And this old energy is not contributing for you to move forward in life, because this stagnant energy is blocking you from receiving new things, because the person that you were 1 year ago was very different than the person you are now, because we are constantly in a state of change. So your energy 1 year ago was a little bit different than of your energy today. So today you are not the same person, right? So you learned the new things in your life, you changed in some level, in somehow, and your energy is different. So if you hold clothes, for example, from 1 year ago, clothes that you do not use, they're just in your closet, they're over there, right? And if you have attachment to these clothes for any reason, you are keeping a piece of your energy field, a piece of the past, and this piece of energy is stagnant, and it will block you from receiving better things in life, right? You're gonna see why that is. So in order to move forward in life, you must to clean these old energies, must let it go of the old energies, right? So another thing is that once you hold on to objects that are broken or defective, you telling yourself that you cannot afford anything better than that, right? So we must pay attention in this. You know, why that we look around in our house and sometimes we see broken stuff, right? Broken furniture, broken appliance, whatever it is. This isn't something very positive for us to live in a place where things are broken, because this is a message that we keep sending to our mind, like, well, this is my reality. Stuff doesn't work, stuff is broken, this is all what I can afford. Now, I know that life gets very busy, right? And sometimes it is difficult to go into the details, the light bulb, whatever it is, the dishes, because life is busy and we don't want these things to get in the way, but it is harmful to our self-image, is harmful to us if we live in a place that it is a house that is filled with old broken stuff, and we are telling ourselves, well, this is my life and I don't deserve better. But the best is for us to make an effort to go resolving. Every week you get one little problem and you try to resolve that little problem, right? Now, this is why to declutter is such a big deal, because to clean the old stuff and the energy field that is glued to that other stuff, old stuff, it is essential to us. It is really important, because when you clean your space from the material stuff that's not serving you anymore, you are also cleaning that old energy field connected to this stuff, right? That it is no longer serving you, right? This is especially important to clean the stuff that is connected to stressful situation, trauma, and grief, right? Like, for instance, when you hold on to an object in the house, anything, and this object, this stuff brings you back to that grief you felt when you lost a loved one, or when something very traumatic happened in your life, right? So this object brings you back, it keeps feeding your grief over and over again, and this is really not good for us, right? So instead of holding on to that grief, to that object that reminds us, brings us back to the past and to the sorrow, to the traumatic situation, what we could do, for instance, is to let it go of that object, and we can get something new. It doesn't have to be something expensive or large. It could be even a plant, a little plant or anything, to bring us a new memory for that, right? So you can do a oponopono cleaning on that situation of grief, your trauma, and you let it go of this object, and you put a new object. And then in this new object can be a reminder that, you know, I'm starting all over again. I process that grief, I let it go of that stuff, and now I have a new situation in my life. So we can honor those, our loved ones in a new way. We can honor our loved ones in a way that does not include so much pain and grief. So what decluttering has to do with prosperity? So the connection between decluttering and receiving more prosperity is quite clear, because if you want something new in your life, you must create the space for this new thing you desire. You must let go of the old first so you can receive the new. Now, simply put, if you want more abundance and more prosperity, you must create a space for the good you desire. So you must let it go of the old so you can receive the new. And this procedure, this idea, it is part of the vacuum law of prosperity. And this law states that if you want to have more wonderful things and more prosperity in your life, you must create a vacuum for it. What is a vacuum? A vacuum is a place that there is nothing there, right? So, for example, you want a new couch. You cannot put two couches in the same living room. Let it go of the old couch first. Let the space be empty a little bit. Let it go of the old couch, and then you can buy a new couch, right? And this is the vacuum. You have to create the vacuum. Now, why that is? Because the universe abhors empty spaces, right? It doesn't like empty spaces, and the universe is going to expand itself to fill that emptiness, right? So you must release what you do not want anymore to make space for what you want to receive. To receive more wealth and prosperity, you must create a space for it. So when you release what no longer serves you, you create space for the new things to arrive in your life. So to declutter is to practice the vacuum law of prosperity. Now, how the Ho'oponopono can help us to declutter our physical space? So we all know that our inner reality is connected directly with our outer reality, right? As within, so without, right? This is another metaphysical principle. So whatever is happening within me will be reflected on my external reality. And whatever is happening in my external reality, in my physical space, will impact me on my inner world directly as well, right? There is a dialogue between the inner and the outer. So, for example, it is very hard to focus your mind to work or to study if your physical space around is dirty and chaotic, because your physical space is going to impact your inner space, your capability to focus, right? To focus in what you wanted to do. Now, observe how you feel so much better when you organize your documents, your desk, your clothes, the dishes in your kitchen, right? So the Ho'oponopono tools that you have learned already here in my channel, blue solo water, dew drop, heart breathing, the eraser, Hawaii, the 4 phrases, the glass of water, icy blue, support, the fly paper, all of this cleaning, all of these tools, they can be applied on the cleaning your physical space. So you can use all of these tools to help you to clean your space and to perform a deep cleaning, to declutter very deeply. So I am gonna share with you guys something that I do for myself, right? So this is my personal Ho'oponopono for deep cleaning process, and I'm gonna share with you. And of course, you can use any parts of this process that you like, or you can change the process as well, can adapt it to something that you prefer. But anyway, I'm gonna share with you guys this process, right? So this process has 5 steps. So how do I do this deep cleaning? I do step number 1. I choose the room that I'm going to work with, because you cannot do this in the whole house at once because it is just too much. So choose one room that you are going to start with. For instance, you choose your bedroom, right? So you have a closet, you have a dresser and everything. So it is better to work one room at a time. Step number 2. Prepare this room for the cleaning by placing the glass of water, which is a cleaning tool, by placing the support cards, and also if you want, you can use the Hawaii cards, right? So this is how I do. Remember the support cards, you can get a little piece of paper and can write support, right? You can make many of these papers. So you prepare this room, you're gonna clean first by you place support cards on the 4 walls. Then if you like to use Hawaii, because Hawaii is always also a cleaning tool, you can place the cards for Hawaii or not, right? You can choose, you can use both or not. Then I place the glass of water. So when I do these deep cleanings, I place at least 2 glasses of water, and I'm gonna leave the links below for all the cleaning tools. If you have any questions, you go into the other videos and you clarify the questions. Just be careful with the glass of water, okay? You're not supposed to use that water. So step number 1, you choose the room you're gonna work. Step number 2, you're gonna prepare the room by placing little cards you make by yourself, support cards on the walls, Hawaii cards on the walls. You can put inside the closet, under the bed, on your pillow, in the dressers, whatever. And also the glasses with water that you have to change at least once a day, sometimes twice. Step number 3, start the cleaning by doing 1 round of half breathing. Now that the place is prepared with all these little papers around it, the cleaning papers, you are gonna sit down and you're gonna do 1 round of the half breathing, right? So after you finish doing your half breathing, you ask the divine power, to help you to clean the energy field connected to the objects that you are about to remove from your house. So you do the physical cleaning by removing the objects, selecting and removing the objects that do not serve you anymore. And then the divine power within you is gonna clean the stagnant energy that's left behind. That's only divinity can do the work, right? To do this cleaning. So you do this petition, you just ask the divinity, divine creator, please, you clean this energy field for me, right? And then you start your cleaning. You start to get your stuff, you pile up, separate your stuff. And during this process of separating your clutter, the stuff you don't want, you don't need anymore, you can say the 4 phrases. I am sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. Or you can say only, I love you, I love you. Or you can say only, thank you for my healing, thank you for this opportunity. You can also use dewdrop and ice blue during the time you clean the stuff, right? So you can say, I clean myself and my physical space with dewdrop, and you go saying dewdrop. Or I clean myself in this space with ice blue, and then you say ice blue, right? Now, pay attention how you feel when you touch all the stuff, right? The stuff hiding in the closet, you know. So if you do not feel well, certainly you should consider giving this stuff away. So if I pick up something from my closet from 5 years ago, and I look at that somehow like brings me some uneasiness, I don't need that stuff because there is something that I don't need. So I can fold and I can donate to charity and other people can make use of it. I'm going to clean on that before I donate, right? I'm going to place my hands and say the 4 phrases or say ice blue. I'm gonna try to clean the energy field before I give that away to somebody else. Now, step number 4. During or after you are cleaning, drink lots of blue solar water, right? So it is better if you prepare the day before, right? So if you can prepare some blue solar water on the day before, that's wonderful. If you cannot, if you didn't have the time, just place a bottle outside or on your windowsill, anywhere, and then you can prepare blue soda water for you, right? And also, you can use the fly paper if obsessive thoughts come to your mind, thoughts that shows attachment to the objects, right? For example, your mind keeps telling you why you should not give away some of your stuff. I paid so much money on this pair of jeans. Oh, this is so expensive. Oh, this is so beautiful. This is so cute, or whatever. Try to say fly paper. Fly paper, fly paper, fly paper, right? Because fly paper, it is a wonderful tool to resolve conflicts, and that includes inner conflicts, right? So if you feel conflicted, giving away your stuff, throw a mental fly paper to collect your thoughts of attachment, and then you see how you feel, right? Step number 5. Keep the support Hawaii cards on the walls for the next 7 days. If you can, right? If you live with other people and you don't want them to know about it, that's okay. But if you can, it would be very good for you that you keep these cards on the walls for at least 7 days. Then you also keep using the glass of water for the next 7 days, right? You change the water twice a day, and you keep it cleaning whatever thoughts that come to your mind, because after the first declutter that we do, after you go to your closet, you get stuff in this one room you're gonna do first. Sometimes a lot of things starts to happen in our mind. We feel like there is something that's gonna happen in your mind when you give away your stuff. So that's why you keep the cards on the walls, and you keep doing the cleaning. You keep saying the 4 phrases if you want. Ice blue, dewdrop, whatever tool you prefer, right? Because sometimes when we do deep cleanings, we unearth old hurts, right? Okay, there's energy, we thought that the energy again. So this is a wonderful time to clean on that and let it go, right? So after you finish your first room, of course, you can move it to the next room, right? I would recommend that you wait at least a few days between one room and the other. Sometimes you might need to wait 7 days, depending on how you feel, right? And that's how I perform this cleaning, okay? So on our next video, we are gonna go even deeper into the decluttering process and see which other areas of life that we must declutter in order to bring more prosperity for our lives. So thanks for watching. Aloha, and until the next video.